heart of the desert. The wind remembers, even when I forget the sound of your breath. The dunes still whisper your name. Every grain of sand carries the echo of the night you left without turning back. I stand beneath the same moon that once smiled upon our laughter, and now it stares down cold, a witness to a love that became dust. I do not blame the stars. They were only watching, soft guardians of promises we carved into the sky and never kept. I remember how you said, "Love is like the desert, endless." You were right. It is endless, but not eternal. It stretches far, but somewhere the mirage ends. Now I walk alone, boots sinking into the soft sorrow of yesterday's footprints. The falcons above still know my name, but they no longer wait for me to smile. You once told me that silence has a language, a secret only hearts can speak. So I learned it. Now silence is my only tongue. I speak it fluently in every dawn. I look to the horizon, where gold meets blue, and wonder if your eyes still carry that light. I once believed your gaze was made from sunrise itself. Now I know even the sun can fade when love turns away. The desert has two faces, one for lovers, one for the lost. I have met them both. When I was yours, the sand sang beneath our feet, and every storm bowed before our laughter. Now it cuts like glass, 1,000 invisible blades of memory. I have learned to ride alone. My horse knows my grief. It moves to the rhythm of absence. Every gallop feels like a heartbeat, trying to catch what time has stolen. I remember your hand, small, trembling, yet holding universes. When you touched me, I felt the entire sky bend down to listen. Now the wind touches me instead, cold, impatient, and it never stays. You were the flame, and I was the moth, chasing warmth, burning quietly in devotion. And when you left, you took the light, leaving me only smoke and memory. I tried to forget you by loving the desert more, but every dune has your shape, every mirage your voice, every sunset your promise. You're everywhere and nowhere. I write your name in the sand, and the wind erases it, like time erases us. Maybe that's mercy. Maybe that's love, to vanish gently before we destroy what we once adored. The palace still stands, but it is hollow. Gold does not comfort when the heart has turned to dust. I walk through the halls and hear your laughter in the walls, a sound made of ghosts. I have written 100 poems, and none of them healed me. Love, it seems,
is not cured by words,
but consumed by them. Still, I write, for silence is heavier than ink. Do you remember the garden where jasmine bowed to your touch? It grows wild now, untamed like grief. Every flower blooms, as if to defy forgetting. I envy them, rooted, alive, unafraid to stay. I'm the opposite, a wanderer cursed with memory, a king without a kingdom of love. You were my empire of tenderness, and I lost you to the winds of destiny. Some nights, I ask the desert if you still exist. It answers with echoes, faint, uncertain, like hope dying slowly. I have seen many storms, but none like the one in my chest. It rages quietly, a hurricane dressed in calm. I smiled before my people, the prince they expect, the strong heart they believe in. But inside, I'm sand, shifting, breaking, waiting for a wind that will never return. I pray sometimes, not for your return, but for peace, to forgive the way you went, to forgive the way I stayed. I tell God, if love is a test, then I have failed with grace.
still he listens.
He sends stars, falcons, and dreams, each one shaped like your shadow. I do not complain. Perhaps even heartbreak is a form of divine mercy. There was a time I believed love makes us whole. Now I know it reveals how incomplete we are. You showed me my edges, my fears, my hidden fire. You made me human, and then you left, leaving the humanity to ache. But I am grateful. Grateful that I loved. Grateful that I lost, for even pain is sacred when it remembers beauty. When I stand by the sea, I see your reflection in the waves. They rise and fall, like our story, like our heartbeat, like everything that mattered.
The ocean teaches me what love cannot.
That distance does not kill feeling. It reshapes it into eternity. Maybe we were never meant to end, only to transform. They say time heals, but time only teaches you how to hide the wound. I still bleed in silence, but my tears have learned dignity. They fall only when the stars are watching. Some nights, I write your name on the sky with my breath, and the moon blushes. I think it remembers us too. You once told me, love me like the wind, aren't free, and I did. I let you go, without a chain or question. But the wind never came back. Still, I would not change it. Better to lose a love that was real than to keep one that was false. You were real, so painfully, beautifully real. Now the desert and I are one, both endless, both empty, both holding secrets beneath silence. Sometimes I feel you there, a whisper behind the dunes, a shadow near the well, a perfume carried by the night. I close my eyes and you exist again. For a moment, just long enough to hurt, just short enough to vanish. I have met others, but none who spoke like you did, with eyes not words. They smile, but their silence is not your silence. It does not sing, it does not ache. You taught me that love is not possession. It is prayer, and I still pray for you, not that you return, but that you remember me kindly. Years may pass, empires rise, palaces crumble,
But a single memory.
can outlive them all. You are that memory. You are my unbuilt home, my unfinished poem, my forever echo. And if someday our souls meet again, in another sky, another form, I will not ask why you left. I will only say, thank you for being my once. The desert dawn arrives, pink gold silent. I breathe, and it feels like forgiveness. I mount my horse, feel the pulse beneath its strength. Ahead lies the horizon, infinite, empty, divine. I do not chase you anymore. I chase peace, and perhaps somewhere, peace looks a little like love. The wind moves softly now. It no longer cries your name. It hums as if remembering with kindness. I whisper back, I am well, and for the first time, it feels true. Epilogue. In love, we are all travelers. Some return, some remain lost. But every journey teaches us that even heartbreak can be holy if we face it with grace. So I write one last line, not for you, but for the man I became. Because of you, love does not die, it changes shape. And sometimes in losing someone, we find ourselves again.